Hello and welcome back to my channel and to another week of family meal ideas. So if you're new here, then hi, my name is Vicky and I do these videos every single week where I take you through what we typically eat as a family of 5. I've got 3 sons and they're all in secondary school. One's actually in further education now, so they take a lot of feeding. So if you're stuck for new recipes or meal inspiration or just want some help with meal planning, then you have come to the right place. Before we get into some of the food that I've made this week, I would like to thank Readly for sponsoring this section of the video. So if you're not familiar with Readly, it is an online app that contains over 5,000 magazines and newspapers, which is huge. And these are on all sorts of subjects, so anything you could possibly be interested in reading about, you will find it on Readly. So you have a discover page that looks a little bit like this. It will obviously be tailored to you depending on your hobbies and interests. So as you can see at the top here, I have got camper van things because we have a camper van and I can literally spend hours reading about the different renovations we can do. We've also got a travel section because I like to travel in the camper van. One of the things I find most helpful are the food and drink magazines. There are so many different magazines and you can just open one up and browse them for inspiration. You can also save particular recipes or pages, so you don't have to have the whole magazine. You can just think, oh, roast chicken with parmesan and thyme potatoes, that looks amazing, and you can bookmark that particular page to go back to and give it a name as well. There's back orders on here, so you can go back and look at previous editions. You can keep up with all the latest newspapers. The most popular ones are all on here. So you can use it on a tablet, also on a phone, and let's face it, we normally always have one of these 2 things with us these days, don't we? So you can read magazines wherever you go. The fact that we go away a lot in our van and sometimes we have really sketchy Wi-Fi or data, you can actually download the magazines you want to be reading before you go, so that even if we're in the middle of nowhere and there's no service, I can still have things saved on my phone and I don't have to worry about finding something to read. So I absolutely love that. One of the other amazing benefits of Readly is that you can have up to 5 people on one account. So the price is $9.99 a month, but I have got you a 6-week free trial. I mean, 6 weeks is huge. So if you check the link in the description box, I will leave all the information down there. But after your 6 weeks are up, you're gonna wanna continue it, I guarantee it. It's $9.99 a month. No obligation, cancel at any time, but that can be shared between 5 different people. So for example, there's 5 of us in our house and I'll just show you some of the options. So as you can tell, I've got certain magazines on camping, like house magazines, dog magazines. If we go down to the bottom, we've got a Minecraft magazine because my youngest son has decided that he can find all the tips and tricks he needs for that particular game on Readly. You can also share it with your mum, with your nan, and I just think for that one price of $9.99 a month, it's amazing. So along with recipes, I save interiors of vans and things because, you know, that's what I'm interested in, but I guarantee you will find something you're interested in. There is crochet, there is yoga, there is running, weightlifting, there's loads of mindfulness things because we all need a little bit of alone time just to sit and relax. You can take this in the bath with you, lock your door, and guaranteed someone will bang on it every 5 minutes, but you can just have a little bit of peace and time to recharge. So definitely make sure you go and click the link in the description. Try your 6 weeks for free. There is no obligation. You have absolutely nothing to lose. And if you are a recipe fanatic like me, then you will be on here for hours. So don't do it when you're really, really busy. I love the fact that it's using my phone and my devices for something positive rather than mindlessly scrolling. I'm actually researching things and that's what I'm telling myself anyway. So thank you to Readly for sponsoring this section of the video. Please check out the link in the description, give it a go, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. So with that being said, let's go and take a look at some of the things we've been making recently. So I'm just starting tonight's dinner. I'm not 100% sure what Steve and I are having, other than it's going to start with salmon, which I have put in the air fryer on some foil because it always gets stuck and the air fryer stinks of salmon for ages. And I've covered it in some Thai style red curry paste by Sainsbury's. And I'm going to pop this in. I usually do it on the fish setting, but this is double the thickness, so it'll probably be a little bit longer. Tonight's dinner we have a little bit of a fusion. We have got salmon with some red Thai curry paste on, slice of lime, then we've got nachos. So in here we've got the cool original Doritos, we've got the extra hot Dorito salsa, we've got some grated cheese, lime juice, fresh coriander, and on top is some extra light or light creme fraiche, Squeeze some more lime juice over the top of that and add probably some chili flakes. And this is just what we fancied. So this is what Steve and I are having for our dinner tonight. That salmon looks amazing. So I'm just starting tonight's dinner, and we are going to have these Lebanese style falafel. So basically all we have to do is empty the mixture into a bowl. This is only £1, this kit, in, I can't remember where I got it, I think it was Tesco or Sainsbury's, something like that. I think it's Tesco. So we empty that into a bowl, and then we're going to add 170 ml of cold water. Mix it together and leave it to stand for 5 minutes. Then I'm going to form it into like little falafel sort of meatball sized balls, and it says to shallow fry them in oil, but I'm actually going to spray them with oil and do them in my air fryer. And we're going to serve this with some salad and also a dip that it recommends on the back, which is tahini, lemon juice, garlic clove and salt. And we are going to have falafel and salad. It smells really good, very like coriander, chickpea kind of smell. So I've left it a little bit longer than 5 minutes, and it's gone reasonably firm. So what I'm going to do is like, it's kind of mush. I'm going to roll it into some balls and pop them in the air fryer. I put some foil in my air fryer and sprayed it with a little bit of oil. It's quite sticky. I've never done this before, so I don't know. I'm going to do about that size, which is probably a normal meatball-ish size, about a tablespoon. So I'm going to spray them with some oil and pop them in on 180 for 15 minutes and see what happens. So I'm just going to make up a tahini dressing, which is 80 grams of tahini, 60 ml of water. We're going to use a teaspoon of lime juice, a crushed garlic clove and half a teaspoon of salt. So we bought a thing. Electronic pepper grinder. Want some on yours?
Yes, please.
Just because I want to use it again.
Yeah, go on. I'll let you use it on mine.
It's so good.
Oh, that's amazing. It even lights your food up as well.
I know.
We need
And then it
one.
stops. Not sponsored, bought it on Amazon. I will link it below. Joking aside, we have just purchased this on Amazon. Ended up getting £10 off because it was on special. Went to put it in the checkout, like in the basket. Another £3 off. Our falafel already. Turned out $6.99, and it's rechargeable via USB, so you don't need batteries, and you literally just turn it upside down. It's got a light and it grinds, so I will leave it linked in the description box. It may have gone back up by the time this video goes live, but I'll put it in there anyway. And now I'm going to clean this up and put our falafel on top. Falafel are done. They're looking really good actually. I'll show you in a minute. Right, so our falafel are on, and I'm just going to drizzle some of our sauce. Do you want sauce all over?
Yes, please.
It's gone quite thick actually.
It looks really nice.
I've also added a really little bit of this extremely hot Scotch bonnet and habanero sauce that I got from Sainsbury's because it is really, really hot. So I've put a little bit of that in the sauce as well, and it's tahini and it's like kind of nutty, and we're just going to...
It looks so good.
And we've got fresh coriander to go on top.
Oh, that's just the best.
So here we have our falafel, which is this kit, Lebanese style falafel. We've got a tahini dressing, we've got lettuce, onion, tomato, cucumber, red pepper, red onion, coriander, and loads of lime juice, salt and pepper from our new pepper grinder. And this is what we're having for dinner tonight. And I cannot wait. I'm just making some dinner for tonight. I'm kind of pre-preparing it. So I've cooked some salmon, just lightly cooked it in the air fryer. I've got about 3 large salmon fillets in here. And then I've cooked some pasta and also some tender stem broccoli. And all I'm going to do now is mix it with one of these creamy tomato and herb pasta bake sauce. Put it in the oven with some foil over it. And then at the last sort of 10 minutes, I'm going to grate a little bit of cheese over the top and some black pepper, maybe some sliced tomatoes, I'm not sure. And then this is what we will have, but I'll show you it when it's finished. So here is our salmon and broccoli pasta bake out of the oven. I am actually going to let it sit for a few minutes because, as you can see, it is really bubbling and it's very, very hot. I just grated a little bit of cheese. I gave it about 20 minutes and then gave the cheese about 10 because I don't want to overcook the salmon or anything. So I'm just going to serve this with a little bit of tiger stick. So I've got some salt and pepper, tiger French stick, and some butter. So here we are served up. It looks really good, to be honest, and we've just got a little bit of tiger bread on the side. Carbs and carbs, can't beat double carbs, but we've got broccoli, so it balances it out. And this is what is for dinner tonight. So for tonight's dinner we all have varying versions of salad. This one is for one of the older boys, so I've just cut up a little bit of cheese. We've got some lettuce, tomato, some beetroot wedges, spicy gherkin, cucumber, red pepper, some tandoori chicken that I've done in the air fryer, and then they can also have some wraps if they want. I'm just going to put them out in a basket and then they can help themselves, but they might just eat it as a salad. And then Oscar isn't as fussed on the chicken, so I've done him some fish fingers with all the salad bits. Have I put tomatoes on his? No. I've got to add some tomatoes because I haven't put any on there. And then we're just using up these little tiny potato like squares that were in the bottom of the freezer, but I've popped them in a bowl because apparently they're really hard to eat if you don't. So Oscar's having this and he can have a wrap, but he probably won't, and I doubt he's going to eat all that. Yeah, this is what we have got for our dinner tonight, and I need to chop Oscar some tomatoes. So I am just starting tonight's dinner and I'm doing kind of like an egg fried rice stroke jambalaya stroke just rice with sausage in it. So I've got some kielbasa that I've chopped up, which is a smoked Polish sausage. I've got some mixed up egg in here. I've put 4 in there and a little bit of seasoning. Got some frozen peas. In here I've got some rice. I've put some turmeric in the water, some salt, and also just popped in some frozen broccoli when the rice is almost cooked. And I'm going to mix it all together in a pan, mix the egg through, add the peas, the sausage. I'm also going to add some smoked paprika and possibly some soy sauce or some garlic granules, I'm not sure. And then it's just going to be like a big one pot rice dish. So I've added in my peas, my kielbasa, I've put my rice in the pan and my broccoli obviously, and I'm just going to let that cook through and warm up. I also have added some smoked paprika, and I'm probably going to give it a good squeeze of lime juice. And then almost towards the end of cooking, I'm just going to add my beaten egg, and it's smelling very nice. Really quick, really simple dinner, but it always goes down really well. And you can make a big batch of this and it doesn't really cost that much, and you can pack it full of veggies. Just one of my favourite things to do when I'm really not sure what else to make. So here we are served up. I mixed my egg through at the last minute, just let it cook, and this is what we have for dinner tonight. So for tonight's dinner we have got these spicy vegan bean burgers from Tesco, and in there we've also got some lettuce, some mayo, we've got some tomato, some onion, a little bit of cheddar cheese. They're in tiger buns. I've also popped in some sweet chilli jam that my sister made and brought down when she visited recently. So this is what we have for our dinner tonight. So for tonight's dinner we have got a basic one but one of our favourites. We have got lean minced beef bolognese and some grated cheese, some spiral pasta, and we've also got some watermelon to have after, not with it, but that is what, and Hobbs really wants some. That is what we're having for dinner tonight. Just starting to make some breakfast, and I just said, Steve, you should be filming that. He's made an omelette, he's grated some cheese on it, and then he's got some chilli left from dinner, and he's put that in his omelette, so he's got like a chilli cheese omelette.
Chilli cheese omelette?
It actually smells amazing.
It does.
I'll show you it when he flips it.
Oh no.
So he's flipped it and it's looking good. Cheese is melting. Chilli cheese omelette. So that is it for this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it, especially Steve's omelette chilli creation at the end. You really couldn't make it up, could you? If you do enjoy this kind of video, please make sure to hit subscribe. Over 50% of you still aren't subscribed even though you watch the videos, and it really does help my channel to grow and help me continue to be able to make these videos. So hit the subscribe button, leave me a like, make sure to check out Readly, click the link in the description box. You will get 6 whole weeks free and you can cancel it at any time. So I definitely recommend it. All the details are down below, and I will be back really soon with another video. Take care, guys.
Did you make it? Did you break free? Did you manage to be who you wanna be? Maybe somewhere you think about me too. I